Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Socially Awkward, where if you stick around long enough, you'll see why I named it that. So today's video is going to be a sew with me. I'm gonna make McCall's M8249, which is this pattern. I'm gonna make view C, the pants. I've made this pattern before. It's super easy. If my memory serves me right, I'm pretty sure it's a front, a back, and a pocket, and then a cuff for the bottom. I'm pretty sure the waist is just like a fold down and add elastic. So that's what we're gonna be making. Here is what the line drawings look like. And I have made this pattern before. I think this will be my third time making it. I haven't made it for myself, but I've made pants for two other people with this pattern. So I know that it's pretty easy. And then the rating on the envelope is easy. And the suggested fabrics are going to be for moderate stretch knits, such as sweatshirt fleece, minky fleece, and French terry. And then for notions, it depends on what view you make. I'm making the pants, so I just need 1 1/4 inch elastic, which I think I have that, or I might have 1 1/2. I'm not sure. I have to check my stash, but that's pretty much all that we need. So we're going to be making this, and the reason why I want to make this pattern is because I have this leftover minky fleece from when I made a bomber jacket a while back, and it's just been sitting in my stash, and I'm like, I need to do something with this. I'm kind of trying to sew through my stash. My fabric stash is starting to kind of get really big, and so that means I need to start sewing the things to kind of get that down so I can buy more fabric, of course. But I have like, I think I have like 2.5 yards of this left over from that previous project. And so I'm like, I can just make a matching set of sweatpants to go with my jacket. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, this is going to be like a sew with me, not necessarily a sew along. So there may be some steps in the process that I skip, but we're just going to take you guys along on the journey. So I have my pieces laid out, or I'm getting ready to lay them out rather. And I just wanted to show that I did add around 4.5 inches to each leg because I'm tall. So that's what that looks like. And then I added a little bit of length to the top because this is a fold down. There's no waistband pattern piece for this. So I added a little bit of length to the top so that it can account for the elastic that I do have. And yeah, getting ready to just iron these out, add some pattern weights, and then cut out the pieces. All right, so I have my pieces cut out, and I just realized that I have made this pattern for myself. Um, and if you look at the cover, what the model is wearing, the woman, these are unisex, by the way, but hers are above her ankle. And I remember when I made this pattern, I actually made it when it first came out in 2021. So that's kind of why I forgot that I had made this for myself, but they were really high on me as well. So that is why I had it modified like that. I was trying to remember, I'm like, why do I have 4.5 inches added to these for other people? But that's why. I remember that they were short on her, and I didn't pay attention to that because they're long on the guy, and they were very short on me. They're like above my ankle. So, yeah, but that's why I did that. And then also I cut out the XL. The envelope that I have is the XL to the 2XL. So I'm cutting out the XL. So as you can see, I have pink thread still in my serger right now. So I'm getting ready to or not my serger, my sewing machine, getting ready to rethread my sewing machine. My serger already has gray thread, so I don't have to rethread that, which is nice. So we're gonna rethread my sewing machine and then get started. So I have my inner leg seams clipped together, and then really quick, I just want to show, sometimes whenever I'm making pants, I can't tell what's supposed to be the front and what's supposed to be the back. So I just put a B using like one of the water soluble markers, just so I can tell later down the line whenever I'm doing other steps. So gonna sew these together and then move on to the next step, which is putting the crotch together. All right, you guys, here is where we are in the process. First things first, I literally just ran out of thread, so I'm getting ready to rethread my machine with some more off-white thread. But as far as the project, so I have sewn the sides, each side, and I'm getting ready to close up the pockets and then baste down the top of the pocket. And then after I do that, I'm going to, looking at the instructions, but I'm pretty sure I just do the waistband. Um, yeah, so I fold down the top part of the pants to make a casing, stitch that down, and then I grab my elastic guide, put it around my waist, and then insert the elastic. And then I've already skipped ahead and assembled my cuffs for the bottom of the pants. So that should go relatively smooth, and then we will be done. So I just serged one of the sides, and I wanted to show you guys because I think this is like the first time where I actually have like a clean serge on where the pocket and the pant meet. So originally the instructions are supposed to, they tell you to clip this in or do like a clip here and then like serge it separately or just kind of, I don't know, just like cut into it. But I decided that I wanted to just do like a continuous serge from the leg. So starting at the hem and then work my way up. And so once I got to this curve here, I was able to keep the serger in line. And all I did was I just made sure that this was laying straight whenever it went under the double needle of the serger. And then it still was able to keep this curve. Okay, so here is how they look so far. I haven't folded it down to create the casing for my elastic for the waist, but yeah, I think if I had the smaller envelope for like the large size, they would fit perfect because they're kind of baggy on me. But I'm really glad that I added the 4.5 inches because they're already flooding and I haven't added the band. So I think once I add the band, they'll be perfect. But here's how they look so far. I have the pockets. I'm holding them up because I don't want I don't want you guys to see my underwear, but this is how they look. I don't know if you guys can see. I did do a top stitch on the front of the pocket. But yeah, here is where we are. So next step is to um, measure out my elastic. Because they're so baggy, I might just put the elastic around my waist and just forget about the guide. And then after that, we will put the cuffs at the bottom and then we'll be done. All right, you guys, this is the finished look. I changed my shirt so that you guys could get a better view of the print. I'm so in love with the snake print. The only thing that's kind of bothering me a little bit is that the pockets aren't like laying flat, if that makes sense. They're kind of like sticking out. But other than that, I like them. I'm glad I added the 4 inches to the length because adding the cuff, they're falling at the perfect length for me. This is how the back looks. So super happy. These are very comfortable. Again, these were made out of a minky fleece. So yeah, now I have pants to match my bomber jacket, which let me grab that. Okay, here it is with the jacket. Now, would I ever wear it as a set? Probably not. I mean, never say never. What do you guys think? Should I wear it as a set? Let's see. Zip it a little bit. I don't want to hit my mic, but how does it look as a set? It's super comfortable. So like maybe an airport outfit or something like that, but I don't know. It feels a little too matchy matchy for me. So I don't know if I would wear it as a set. I probably keep wearing them as separates, but let me know what you guys think. So here it is with the jacket zipped up. It's like a cute little jogger set. I don't know. Do we like it? I can't really tell if I like it or not. I'm also kind of tired. I normally don't do projects in one day, but I decided to do these pants in one day and my body is starting to get tired. Um, so I'm a little out of it. I have eaten dinner though. So I didn't starve myself like I normally would whenever I do my sewing projects. But let me know what you guys think. Should I wear this as a set or is it too matchy? I would wear it with like some white sneakers, not these pink socks. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for sewing with me. I hope you enjoyed. If you made it this far, make sure that you like and leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think. And if you have not already, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And I will catch you guys in my next upload.